Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Are you thinking about starting an event decorating business this year? Or do you already own an event decorating business? Because if you do, I want you to pay close attention. In this video, I'm going to give you 5 reasons why event decorating businesses fail. I want to give you this information because I want you to avoid the mistakes that I and so many other event decorators make. All right? So let's get started. The first reason why businesses fail is because of lack of information or lack of education. Listen, you don't know what you don't know. If you've never run a business before, you don't have any experience with running a business. So there's a lot that you don't know. And let's take out the event decorating side of it. Because whenever you open a business, I don't care what type of business it is, you want to be prepared for that business. You want to have as much information as you can when it comes to starting a business, okay? When I first started my business, everybody was gatekeeping. Nobody shared information about how to get started and how to price and how to market. That's the reason why I started my classes, because I want to help you. I want to provide you with something that I didn't have when I started my business. And as a matter of fact, I have a class starting next month. So if you are thinking about starting an event decorating business, you want to head over to my website. I'm going to put the link in the description. You want to head over to my website and sign up. When it comes to event decorating, there are some things that you have to learn. Somebody has to teach it to you, or you will not get it. For example, when it comes to creating balloon backdrops, you can't just look at a balloon backdrop in a picture and figure out how to make it. No, you have to go to YouTube. You have to take a class. You have to be taught how to create balloon backdrops. It's not intuitive. It's the same thing when it comes to running an event decorating business. There are certain things that you have to be taught. For example, how to price your decorations. That is the number one thing that people struggle with when it comes to their business. You have to know how to create a price for your decorations. You have to know how to send clients a quote, right? And these are not things that are intuitive. You have to be taught. Now, I know you may be thinking, I'll just learn on my own. I'll just figure it out. But let me tell you, that is going to take you a lot of time, and it's going to take you a lot of money. You end up wasting money, wasting time, wasting effort when you try to figure out things yourself, especially in this industry. So I would highly recommend that you take a class. That's the reason why a number of businesses fail, because they don't have the information and they don't have the education to be able to succeed. The second reason why event decorating businesses fail is because of a lack of planning and no strategy, right? So here's the thing. When I first opened my business, I was just so excited to be able to decorate for clients. I would just decorate. Like, I would just literally decorate, and I would just buy decorations. Anything that someone requested from me, I would just purchase it because I was so excited to be able to have the opportunity to decorate. And guess what? I ended up spending a lot of money on decorations that just sat in my inventory. So this is the thing. Whenever you're starting a business, you really need to have a clear strategy, especially when it comes to purchasing things. I see this over and over and over again. I have made this mistake over and over again. You do not want to just purchase things just to purchase things. Also, when it comes to your business, you want to have a very clear strategy on what clients are you trying to book. Listen, not every client is going to be your client. That's one of the things that I teach in my class. I'm teaching how to create a business plan so that when you start your business, you have a strategy, right? You have target clients in mind. You have an inventory plan. You have a marketing plan, right? So you're not just winging it and hoping for the best. The third reason why event decorating businesses fail is because some people have a hard time with transitioning from a DIY decorator to a business owner. Let me explain what I mean by that. So, all of us start off as DIY decorators. That simply means that we like to decorate our events ourselves. We're not going to hire someone else. We prefer to create the decorations. We prefer to do all of the labor around the event. We prefer to pick out the decorations on our own, right? That's how I got started. I started decorating for my son. I started decorating for my nephew. And then I started decorating for my family and friends, right? I started off as a DIY decorator, meaning I like to decorate the events myself. However, when you own your own event decorating business, you have to transfer out of that mindset into a business owner. Let me explain the difference. So, when you are decorating for your events, right? Let's say you're a DIY decorator and you're decorating for your kids. You may invest in decorations that you're only going to use one time, right? But if you start an event decorating business, you need to change your mindset. And now you need to change the way that you're investing in your decorations. When you are a DIY decorator, you're more so just focused on a particular event. But when you own an event decorating business, you are not only focused on events, but you're mostly focused on making money. You have to make money as a business, right? So, this is the reason why some businesses end up failing. The fourth reason why event decorating businesses fail is because of no marketing or little marketing, right? So Beyonce has a new concert that's starting. I just seen this the other day. Beyonce has a new concert. She has over 300 million followers on her Instagram page. She still runs ads. She still markets. She still advertises. She doesn't just post a picture and say, hey, I'm going on tour, and that's it, right? So if Beyonce has to market her concerts, if Beyonce is investing in marketing and advertising, then we have to do it too. We can't just post something and expect that it's going to go viral and that a whole bunch of people are going to start, signing up for our event decorating services. No, we have to invest in marketing. Another thing is there's so many people who don't have websites, don't have social media pages, don't post, right? If you own a business, you have to invest in marketing. You need to invest time and money. This is something that I teach in my class. So I go over how to create a website for your business. And I also talk about marketing tools and marketing campaigns and things that I do that I have seen success with, okay? So you have to market. There is absolutely no way around it. The fifth reason why event decorating businesses fail is because they do not make any money. They are not making any profit. So this is a huge one, and this is what I see often is that people are either decorating for free or they are decorating at such a low price that they're not making any money. So when I say making money, I mean a profit, right? So let's say that you charge a client $500 for something, but you end up spending $1,000 on decorations, a U-Haul, rentals, all of this stuff. Then you did not make any money. And as a matter of fact, you ended up paying $500 into the client's event. So the client ended up getting $500 worth of free time, free rentals, free decorations, right? They ended up getting $500 from you. So this is what I see often, is that either people are just giving away decorations for free. If you are giving away your decorations for free, you are running a charity, not a business. But there are some people who do charge, right? The thing is, if you are charging such low prices that you are spending more than you're bringing in, again, you are not running a profitable business. And here's the thing, when you are decorating events, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of sacrifice. So if you're continuing to decorate for a really low price, if you're continuing to decorate and you're not making any money, eventually you're going to close your business. Eventually you're going to give up. You're going to say, you know what? I'm just going to do something else because this is not worth my time. And if you're not making any money, you're right. It isn't worth your time, right? So here's the thing. This is what I see, and this is what I have experienced as an event decorator. Sometimes we let event decorating, so we let our passion for decorating, we let our excitement for an opportunity, we let that get in the way of making money. Let me say this. If you are trying to start any type of business, you have to make money. And I think far too often in this industry, we let our passion for decorating get in the way of making money. And we have to get back to actually making money and decorating, right? So we need both. The industry cannot survive by just giving away free decorations. We can't survive if we're not making a profit. All right, guys. So those were the 5 reasons why event decorating businesses fail. There are probably other reasons, but those are the 5 that I wanted to discuss in this video. I really want to set you guys up for success when it comes to your business. Please do not just wing it. Please do not just open a business and say, there's so many people who I feel like they think, well, she did it, so I'm going to do it. She figured it out, so I'm going to figure it out. If I had my way, I would have taken a class when I first started my business. If there was someone who was offering the same exact stuff that I'm offering with my business, I would have hopped all over it. The only reason why I had to figure it out for myself, and so many other event decorators who've been in business now for years, the reason why they had to figure it out for themselves was because there was no information, right? Everybody was like this. No one shared. You guys are fortunate that you are in a time where people are starting to share. So please take advantage. If you don't take my class, take someone else's, because you want, again, to set your business up for success. Please do not just wing it. So I have a class that's starting next month. Head over to my website. I'm going to put the link in the description. It's an 8-week class. We are going to meet every Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, and we're going to go over creating a business plan. We're going to go over marketing, creating a website. Like, there's so much that I talk about in this class. I give you tips. I tell you about mistakes that I have made. I'm going to show you my quoting system. We're going to go over pricing examples. Like, there's scenarios that I talk about. Like, there's just so much in this class. Also, you get to meet with me one-on-one so that I can review your business plan, give you feedback, give you any personal guidance that you are looking for, okay? So check the description and head over to my website and sign up for the class. If you have any other questions, please let me know, and I'll see you in my next video.